Morning children, welcome back to English online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. How are you all doing children? Hope you all had a great time during autumn vacation. Yes, it's been a long time that we have met each other through this online platform, isn't it children? Yes, I think it's been more than 1 month. Yes. Okay, let's start our today's session. Today we will discuss paragraph writing. It is the second chapter of section B in your grammar text. So let's learn to write a well-organized paragraph. You all know a group of letters form words, a group of words form sentences, a group of sentences form a paragraph, and a group of paragraph forms an essay. So we have already studied what is a sentence, right? I hope you remember that. So what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that make sense or which can convey an idea or which gives a complete meaning. Just a group of words won't make a sentence, isn't it? For example, if I say raining it heavily nowadays is these are group of words. But did you get an idea? No. So if I place those group of words in a proper order, you will get a meaning out of it, right? You will get a meaning. So if I say it is raining heavily nowadays, now you got the meaning of what I said, isn't it? So a group of words should be placed in a proper order. Only then it can be called a sentence. So a group of words which makes complete sense or which gives complete meaning is called a sentence. Similarly, a group of sentences won't make a paragraph. Only if that group of sentences is arranged in proper order or it is coherent in nature, only then it can be called a good paragraph and are related to a single topic or single idea. So the main thing that you have to keep in mind is a paragraph should be based on a single topic or a single idea. For example, if you want to write a paragraph on COVID-19 pandemic, how will you write? You can describe about COVID-19 pandemic, about its symptoms and how it is affecting the people and all. But can you add sentences like or a description about the movie that you have watched recently? No. Both these topics are totally different. If you're going to write a paragraph on COVID-19 pandemic, you cannot include points regarding or related to the movie that you have watched recently. If it has some connection with this COVID pandemic, you can surely write, but if it has no connection, you cannot include that points into this COVID-19 paragraph. Okay children, you understood? You cannot write about your favorite sports person or you cannot write about your favorite hobby and all if you are writing a paragraph on COVID-19. So if you are writing a paragraph, you have to stick on to one particular idea, one particular topic. Not idea, one particular topic. It should be based on a singular topic. You cannot add many topics in it. Then it won't become a paragraph. Okay? Now the basic structure of a paragraph is that it consists of 5 sentences. The first sentence is called topic sentence and it has 3 supporting sentences and the last one is the concluding sentence. So this is the basic structure. We can exceed the sentences. It's not compulsory that you have to limit to just 3 supporting sentences. We can exceed more than 3 sentences. It's not an issue. According to if we want to give more emphasis on that paragraph, if we want to give more details to that topic, we can exceed more than 3 sentences. Not an issue. The basic elements in a paragraph is it should have a unity, it should have an order, it should have a coherence and it should have completeness. These are the basic elements of a paragraph. Now what is a unity? Unity is, so every paragraph will have a topic sentence. It starts with a topic sentence. So when we read the topic sentence itself, we get the meaning of that paragraph. Meaning of the paragraph means we get to know what that paragraph is discussing, what the writer is intending to write in that paragraph, what he is trying to discuss. So when we read the topic sentence itself, we'll get to know what the paragraph is about. Because the topic sentence gives a central idea. It tells us what the paragraph is about. and it should have a unity. The other supporting details, the other supporting sentences should be connected to this topic sentence. Now let's move to coherence. The second point is coherence. Coherence means every sentence in a paragraph should be related to one another. It should be connected to each other. As I told you before, if you're writing about COVID pandemic, you cannot include a sentence about your favorite sports person. Suppose you love Messi a lot, you're fond of Messi a lot. You cannot write the qualities of Messi in this COVID-19 pandemic paragraph. So the supporting sentences should be in connection with the topic sentence that you have written in the beginning of a paragraph. You cannot write on different topics. Next we have order. Now what do you mean by order? Order means it should have a proper beginning, it should have a proper middle, and it should have a proper ending. It should have an introduction, the body of the paragraph, and it should have a conclusion. Next, completeness. Completeness means that this paragraph should be unified. It should be unified, or it should work together as a whole. It should have proper connection. Each sentence should have proper connection. Only then we can call it as a good paragraph. If you are able to satisfy all these four elements, if it has a unity, if it has coherence, if it is in proper order, your paragraph is a complete paragraph. That is meant by completeness. Now let's look at the textual exercise in your grammar text. In page number 22, in your grammar text, they have given you 6 paragraphs for practice. So the first one is save wildlife. Save wildlife. That is the topic. Save wildlife is a topic. So how will you start that paragraph? You can say animals are a gift of nature. That is the topic sentence. That is the initial sentence. So when we read that sentence itself, we get to know what the paragraph is about. We are going to talk about animals. Now how will you give some supporting sentences to this first topic sentence, animals are a gift of nature? We have to put in all efforts to save these animals. Some animals are facing danger. Some animals are being extinct now. You have studied in lesson 2 in Meena and dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are the animals that are extinct. That is no more. So there are some animals that are facing such risk. They are in the list of endangered species. Endangered species means they are becoming extinct now. The number of those animals is getting reduced. For example, Bengal tiger, crocodiles, blue whale, Indian elephant, all these animals are in the list of endangered species. Their numbers getting reduced and they will become extinct if we don't save them. So we have to give some supporting sentences to that main topic sentence. So we human beings have to put in all our efforts to save them. People are poaching. Poaching means illegal hunting. Poaching means hunting without the knowledge of our government. So they are making illegal hunting. They are poaching the animals for their business purpose. For commercialization means for their business purpose. And you know we take the skins of crocodiles to make handbags, to make shoes, wallets and all. So we are making use of the skin, bone and the meat of these animals. So when we are poaching or hunting these animals are getting extinct. So that is discussed in this paragraph. Now how will you give a concluding sentence to this? Strict laws should be implemented to save these animals which are in the list of endangered species and severely punish the poachers. And government should take actions to punish these poachers. So that is discussed in this paragraph. So I have given you the sample paragraph and I have also given one more model paragraph so that you get to know how to write a paragraph and you have a homework. You are already at home still. Try to do it by yourself. The third one, you have to write the third one by yourself. I have given you 2 model paragraphs. Look, read that paragraph and try to write by yourself the third one. So when we meet in next live session, I would be asking for that third paragraph. So children, I have attached some notes regarding this paragraph writing. Read through them. You don't have to take down the notes of that paragraph writing. You just take down the textual exercises. The things that come under the heading textual exercises. Only that you have to take down in your text, in your grammar text. And try to write only with pencil in your grammar text. Okay? Write down that 2 model paragraphs that are given you in your grammar text. So I hope you understood how to write a paragraph. Yes, children? Okay. Okay, then let's stop our session here. Let's conclude our session here. We will meet in next class.